Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is, what is the day today? Don't even know. September the 4th already. Just imagine that. 2022. And we are playing the week in Binh Long, which is part of the campaign series Vietnam game. And here is a quick overview of the current situation. Good day, Rylanar. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So here's the game. Where'd the game go? There's the game. So here's our game. And let's see if we can do a side-by-side thing here. Let's show you what's going on. Okay, so here's the jump map for the game. Of course, I just clicked it by accident. And here's my planning map that we've included. It's in the manuals folder if you need it, and it also has a whole bunch of unit icons, which is what I'm using here, basically. I'm just using the icons from that sheet. And let's go through. Here we have some... so this is locked in up here, which is this area here. And we have our D troop of the 1st to the 4th Cavalry Cavalry Squadron. We also have the headquarters of the 2nd 28th, which is the battalion that's operating in these two areas. The units are out in the field, although we built a Firebase here. It's being attacked though, and that's what this is here. We ran across a rifle platoon, VC rifle platoon, no, or even NVA. I don't even know. I don't know if it's an NVA or a rifle or a VC platoon. Along the border of Cambodia, because that's where our first Firebase is. And right now, the only thing that's saving us is the gunships from D 1st, 4th. The engineering task, it is moving along pretty well. It's about halfway through clearing the route here, which is between An Loc and Loc Ninh. This is QL13. 1st 16th is operating in this area, and we have almost everyone back where they should be, so they're just showing up here. Ahoy, Stipe, good to see you. Thank you for joining. The convoy that had come up all the way from down here has pretty much arrived in An Loc, and now we're going to start setting that up as a base. The task force has been operating in the field and has mostly cleared area Alaska. We just need some spots along the top there in order to secure it totally. And further to the south, we just have the brigade headquarters with the aircraft headquarters down here as well. Actually, I think that's artillery headquarters. I have to double check. Otherwise, let's go take a look over here. So we do have an airstrike coming in. I'm just going to turn those numbers off because you guys don't need to see them. Alright, so here we have a NVA company. We have spotted it with our LRRP. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get an airstrike on that, and maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. Most importantly, we have this issue here. So this actually looks like an NVA regular. So we have an NVA regular troop operating in this part of Vietnam. It used to be 6 strength points. We've reduced it heavily based on our gunships, and it looks like we should be okay for flight time, but we had to retreat our task force headquarters out of here because we don't have anything defending this place. All we have are a couple of mortars. If there's one platoon, I'm going to assume there's 2 more. So I don't know where they are. We'll have to go hunting for them once we get some infantry coming up here. And we did. Hey, Tori K, I hope you're doing well. We do have... where are they? Where's all my infantry? Oh, there we go. Here. We have a platoon ready to load onto a helicopter, and we will bring that over here as quickly as possible. And we'll just ferry troops back and forth while the rest of them are going to to take these points, because we still need to do that, right? We need to capture this. We also have another company here, and that will be coming up to the airfield, which we will transfer to this Firebase as soon as possible. And then we'll go around and clean out to make sure that there are no other BC in this area, or NVA in the area. But I think that part, so we've done pretty much all that we can up here. Let's just double check. We had a truck, yeah, we can move that. Oh, I did change. So, caveat, I am using the 1.3 update, and I did change the sounds. Why can't we hear sounds? For airstrikes and helicopters, which is good. So, you should be hearing jets when they actually come in as jets, and there's going to be a variety of different weapon sounds. Chris hasn't finished them all yet, but it's underway, which is good. We have a new bridge here. That's done. Let's go down to the first 16th area. Alright, so they've all moved, and here we've started to dig in with our troops. These vehicles are approaching. Decide what to do with these next turn. There is an objective here I need to capture. Do we have a light vehicle to do that? Let's use this infantry and the jeeps. Come across. We'll just grab that since it's there and I see it. Down here, we have our troops coming down. These guys are going north. We have some infantry here with this company. They're going to come back to this base to start securing that. And that was what we used to take out that sniper, even though we took some casualties there. And I think that's it. I think that's all we're doing for the rest of this moment. Bringing our dozers and our construction platoon over here to help these ARVN troops dig in. That'll be another turn away. And otherwise we have our machine guns around, providing some defense around here. Alright, let's continue. Let's see what happens in the north. I'm very curious. Well, more terrified than curious. The LRRP has found a North Vietnamese company. We've called in an airstrike on it, and we're going to see if it sticks around. If that company sticks around or not. No, they moved. Of course they moved. Where do they move? North. So they're moving along this tree line. So unfortunately I just wasted an airstrike. That's not good. Oh, there's lots of movement. That's not good. A reminder, while securing all the objectives is important, your primary mission, if you have time, is to perform search and destroy missions within the area of operations. So that is one thing that we're doing. Let's see, 2 airstrikes remaining. We have 1 helicopter that has recovered. 9 headquarters on override supply, which is not good. 1 headquarters low on ammo. 2 helicopters need to refuel, and we have built an improved position. Oh yay, our airstrike comes in and hits a random X. Nice. Okay, so we know there's VC here. Or NVA here. I don't know where they went. So I'm going to leave my guy there just to keep an eye on this trail. I wonder if that actually hit something. I'm curious. I have no idea. Here we have our problems. So this gunship needs to refuel. Let's just move it out of the way. We're going to put that in the high level, and we're going to fly back towards the base. And then it should be able to refuel next turn. Can I drop down? Oh, I can drop down a level. And there was another loach. Yeah, there's a loach here that needs to do the same. Ooh, that's a good idea. Good idea, Stipe. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, let's... That's an intersection. Let's put it there. So we'll move out here. So remember, if we go Control P, Control P, we've reduced the firing capability, so it doesn't fire at all, no matter what that it sees. We're trying to remain hidden, and because this is a very low strength unit and it has some various characteristics such as sneaker, I can move and generally not be spotted, typically. So I'm counting on me not being spotted before I get that IED there. Oh, actually, let's double check. Can I set an IED? Set IED, yes. So we can set an IED with this, but we need 100 action points to do so. So next turn we'll do that. Great idea, Stipe. Great idea. All right, with our birds here, let's see if we can draw some fire. These are both hogs. No fire. So let's, can I see from here? Nice. So let's do that. Let's hit that. And they ran away. Aw, man. Okay, let's go chase them down. There they are. And we're not being shot at, so that means there's no other VC around here. So let's bring our hogs up. We're firing from nap of the earth into this tree line, which is our maximum 63. We're not taking it out though. Can this guy see? No, they can't see. And we don't have enough action points to move there and shoot. So, but I will disperse these mortars a bit, because they will be able to see next time. Okay. We have some more trenches here. What should I do with these dozers? Knowing the area is threatened, we should probably get the heck out of there. Okay, let's see. I think we're good there. Let's capture this. Oh no, oh, IED! And we lost another one. Oh man, so this is our D Troop Aero Rifle Platoon, and it has lost all 3. Oh no, it lost 2 from a sniper, and now it's lost 1 from an IED. Man, that sucks. That sucks. Let's double time this. This guy, we're going to bring him over to this airfield too, or this landing zone, so we can transport him. But first we're going to, can we take off? No. Land, load, take off. Start flying towards our base. And that'll give us some infantry support to go track that down. So that should be able to land there next turn, assuming it doesn't get taken over. And while we're over here, let's move these guys towards the airfield so they can start hauling. And we have that company will load up on these jeeps and head north. Oh, we have part of our convoy arriving already. So this is the convoy. That's right, we triggered a supply point last time, so that is good. This is engineers. Let's unload them. Get them in there. That'll take 2 turns to clear because there's a minefield and there's a roadblock there. We're just going to leave these guys back here. They're not in a rush, I don't think. So just wait for the engineer to clear that. That's fine. There's no ambushes here. We'll be fine. This Jeep. Take that. Take that. Okay, so that's clear. Now we're going to go take this, maybe? Yes. Now we have almost all of area Alaska clear. I think it's just this 1 point. No, 2 points. Let's unload this guy. Go for a walk. There. So it's just this point here that's left for area Alaska, and then that area Alaska is secured. Let's take a look down here. Here we're digging in. Our spare trucks. We're going to move all these mortars here. They're empty. They're empty. They're empty. They're empty. They're supply trucks. What is this for? Let's unload that and see who he commands. 1st Aviation Battalion. Okay, so we actually want to move that guy up to the airfield, I think. Up here. And we can bring our task force headquarters. Yeah, we'll swap headquarters. We'll bring the task force headquarters down here, and we'll bring up that the 1st Aviation Battalion headquarters up to this airfield for now. Empty truck. Heavy machine gun. Let's unload him there, and we'll build an improved position there. We're going to improve these hilltops. Supply trucks. Whose supplies are they? That's for this up here. So let's move them up here. So our goal here is to keep the units together. So we will load that back up and move it. So spare trucks. Also spare trucks. So that's actually part of the battery that is no longer useful because the battery is 6 strength points and now this truck, the transport, is only 4. So I'll have to use that truck for something else. And these guys were just getting on the road. Roadblock. These guys can fly up and refuel. Alright. So some of my helicopter sounds aren't working. Good thing this is a beta. Let's just do a quick test. So which one is not working? Let's try the snake. Oh no, they worked. Hey Broadsword, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's land back again. Ah, you see it didn't work. Didn't work there. So I have to check the sound file. Huh, let's see if this one works. So every time it moves, it looks for a different sound file. And I think for these little ones, it's looking for a second one that isn't there. Yeah, you see? It's looking for another one that isn't there. Huh, interesting. Yay for bug finding. Live. We have our dozers. They're going to come down. No Huey's lost yet, actually. I don't think we have lost. Let's take a look. No, just some loaches. We've lost 4 loaches. Oh, we've lost 4 already? Man, that's not good. Can't blame John because he's not here yet. And I think we're good here. So we're going to pull these Jeeps back. We have 1 left. These are our regardless rifles, jeeps. They're up. They just took the last point, so we're going to send everyone back to the base, build up and lock. And that's that. Let's go down here. Let's build some trenches with our construction platoon at Lai K. And let's get our dozers over here to do the same in that position next turn in here. We might even put one in there too, just as a defensive position so it surrounds. So here, 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 and here. I think that's a good plan for trenches. Do we have anything in the air? Let's do a pan up the highway. Make sure that we're not missing any Chinooks or anything. These are all Arvin troops. Oh, there's a Chinook. Aha! Good thing we did that. Just in case. We should consider advising John to keep them hidden in the jungle until mid-game, just in case. Excellent idea. Safety first. So we have our 4 strength point Chinook. It's going to come down here and grab one of those dozers, but first we're going to have the dozers build up the trenches there. Now let's go see if we can find that other Chinook. Oh, let's move these guys while we're at it. And this guy we're going to dig in. These 2 guys, let's just get them back to the base. Back to this airfield. And then we can transport them by air. Oh, do I have a 6 strength point truck? Or do I have to wait for a frickin' Chinook? I think I have to wait for a Chinook. Oh, I do. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, that's a Jeep. I can't haul that. That's not enough. Yeah, I have to use a Chinook. Man, that sucks. But I think our Chinook is up here. We have some more mortars. Let's get them up in the sky and towards our Firebase. See, if you don't do things methodically, it's very easy to forget things. And look, I've already forgotten a whole bunch of things. That's our other LRRP. Let's send them down. That's outside of our area, I think. Yeah, just outside. Just like that. Okay, our Chinook, where is it? Here it is. We actually need to fly it over here. Drop it down. Can we load that? Do we have enough action points? Oh, we do! Oh, and we can take off too. Alright, so this is going to fly to our landing zone over at the Firebase, because that's where it needs to go. But we need to get some infantry there first before we drop that thing down. Hey, Compass Rose. Good to see you. Good timing. We're about to see what happens. Oh, we have a construction platoon too. Oh yeah, we landed him here. So we're going to come down and start building some trenches and defend Loch Ninh here. So let's put a line of trenches here, here, here. That's a bunker already. We'll put one up there, maybe 2 up here, 1 over here. Yeah, so let's just start doing that. And here will be our vehicle park. What's this? A machine gun. We can unload them there. What's this? Another machine gun. They can't move. Okay. That's it. Let's see what happens with the NVA over in Cambodia. Ooh, they came back. They don't see me. Now the question is, do I run the risk of setting the IED and hope that they don't see me? Or should I run away? Because I can't take on a company. That's ridiculous. They don't see me though, so that's a tempting thing. Okay. For following orders, we've now increased our ammo levels by 35. All right. And the logistics company will remain in the Anlock base area. Forgetting to hold the locked-in area for Free World, or the locked-in area for we gained 100. Anlock area for 100. Canton area for 100. Lai K area for 100. Phuoc Vinh area for 100. Those are the key Arvin areas and towns. So as long as we keep holding them, we'll get 100 points every 25 turns. John Wayne could take on a couple. Well, that's true. He could. But we don't have John Wayne here. 2 airstrikes remaining. We have 1 infantry that is recovered. So all of our units are recovered now. We have 1 headquarters unable to provide supply. 1 unit low on ammo. 2 air helicopters need to land. And we have built some improved positions. Alright. Let's go. You know what? I'm going to do it. Let's see what happens. And we did. We laid it. So we got lucky. Laid it straight off the top of the bat. Perfect. We're going to pretend this is John Wayne and his team. And see what happens. See if he gets spotted. Alright. Let's bring in our helicopters with our infantry. Where are they? Here they are. I guess I should try and draw some fire first. Or destroy them. Okay, so they're out of line of sight. I can now freely land my helicopter. Unload and get the heck out of Dodge. And then we'll go hunting with our Loach. There he is. Now, notice that... Oh, wait. He was there, I swear. There he is. Okay. Now, Now, notice that these gunships are flying nap of the earth. Both of them. And I can't see through these trees. So that means I have to fly up. So watch. See, I can't target that because there's no line of sight because I'm trying to see through the trees at a hex. And I'm flying too low. So I'm flying below the top of the trees. So let's pop up and then fire from low level. And we destroyed it. Hallelujah. Alright, so we have a point over here. We're going to go capture that. And we can bring in our task force headquarters again. And use this as a staging point for our helicopters. Get them refueled for the next action. So we got lucky. We got really lucky. So we're trying to get these guys on the ground and refueled as soon as possible so we can get up in the air in time for our next units that are going to be flying in, which are these platoon here. We're going to send the helicopter down here to go deal with that. What's this? Oh, we have some more mortars. Let's get them down there too. Do I have enough space? No, I don't have enough space. No, I don't have enough action points. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to send both of these 2 platoons down to this area here. We know that there is a VC in here. We took out the machine gun, but I think there's still a platoon left. So we're going to send these 2 platoons to go deal with that. Hopefully by that time we can send our gunships back over here to help. And that can go there, this can go up there, and then this guy can start the long walk into that mess down there. We have our Special Forces team. Going to take that last one, and then it's going to come across. I'm not going to go that area because that's Cambodia, I think. Oh no, it's not. We can still go in there, but there's a crossing. Or we can go back here to the safe way and then use a helicopter to transport our LRRP team back into Cambodia. Let's do that. Let's move over to Loch Ninh. Move our infantry close to the airfield. Let's just zoom in. Alright, we're going to unload. Next turn we'll dig in. These are heavy weapons. Can I unload that? Yes, and unload that. Here we're going to dig in. We're going to start building defenses, and since we have a construction platoon here, we're going to try and build as many trenches as we can before they have to be sent out into the field. Let's get our Chinook flying high. Let's see how far we can go. We got pretty far. So all these helicopters are going to abandon that area, and then we'll have that room. We'll have enough room to drop in with our Chinook. I'm just going to get as close as I can. I don't feel threatened now. We took care of the threat there, although I think there are 2 other platoons around here. I just don't know where they are. Let's put him here, and we're going to build improved position and trenches there. Alright. That is the last of the objectives in Area Alaska. So that is now secure. So in 4 turns we should get our bonus. And we're gonna head over to this airfield or landing zone there, and we're gonna take off. So let's get a Chinook up, or not a Chinook, a set of Hueys up. Fly over here, and I'm going to leave them in the sky. Next turn we'll land and then get ready to pick up these guys. I might take 2 turns, so we'll just have them close by. Alright, so we have our recon jeeps. Let's just leave them there. We can move these guys now. Actually pull these Arvin trucks out of the way, replace them with American trucks. Oh, for 2 spots anyways. 1 spot I can't, I still need 1. So what that means is that with this supply truck, I will be able to bring that into the field and not worry about losing it. I mean, if I lose it, that's still not good, but I can bring that out to another landing zone and have a temporary base of operations, which actually, you know, no, let's leave it here and use it tomorrow. So I'm going to put it up here so I remind myself that I can use it. They don't have enough action points to move. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, our dozers. We have an improved position built here, which is good. So we'll bring that dozer down here to build a trench. We're going to build an improved position along the road there. We're not going to build the trench along the road because that will impede movement. This we can send north to the airfield. Oh no, with this headquarters, actually, yeah, we will be able to have both of those Arvin trucks ready. So let's pull that Arvin truck out. So this gives me flexibility of I can have a somewhere closer than these massive airfields. I have a few airfields where the helicopters are going to be based at it, but, you know, for example, I can send one of those Arvin trucks down here and use that as an airfield, which saves me a turn, right? Flight time, at least. So, and as we get closer, or as we start moving out, and still day one, I still don't have a sense for how many turns there are in a day. So, only the first day, probably won't start hotting up until day 2 or 3. Yeah, day 3 for sure. Day 2, there'll be some action. We still have things to do here. I don't know if you remember, in the last session, we found a VC base in this area that we have to send in our gunships after to go try and deal with. I don't think we've even caused any casualties in there, but we have to start at least trying. If we have enough time, we might send some infantry in there to help out, and we're going to have an artillery battery, so we're going to have some guns, and there's going to be action here. There is VC there. But yeah, the main action won't be happening, I don't think, for another couple of days. This whole attack on the Firebase, that was a complete surprise. I had completely forgotten about that altogether. But how the days work, it's 40 turns of daylight and then 20 turns of night. So a full day is 60 turns. Right now we're at turn 25. So we're just past halfway day 1 of the daylight. And then during the nighttime, the only thing you're really doing at nighttime, hopefully, is letting your troops recuperate and get back, build up your base, make sure that they're not being attacked, which they might be attacked because I'm a mean designer. So are they always going to be attacked? No. And it'll be when you least expect it that they get attacked. These guys, yeah, we're almost... Oh, we forgot a block here. Shoot. And a mine. What? So actually, I have to send my engineer backwards to clean that up. I thought I got that. Huh. But there are... No, there's another minefield here. But that's the last one on the road, I think. Yeah. No more minefields on the road. So that's the last minefield there. There's a block there I have to clear. And then I have to go backtrack and take these out. But at least this road will be clear for everyone once that's done. So that's good. These guys, let's just get back here. Now this company is just going to protect this battery until we have a Chinook. Basically, that's the whole point. We're just going to hang out there and build some improved positions while we wait for the Chinook to come. And then that will start digging in next turn. I think they did build a trench here. Wow, these guys are fast. So we're going to build another trench over here. So next turn we're going to start building 2 trenches here and here. And that's it. We are good to go. Let's see what the VC do and NVA do. If you place your engineer on a point, will they auto clear when they discover? Of course they would expose it. Yeah. So if I didn't know that there was so if I was walking down this road with an engineer and it ran into a minefield, it would find it and, oh, okay, look at that. There they go. They're off. They didn't see me, though. Yeah, so if I put an engineer on that path and there was a mine there, it would find it and it would start removing it if it didn't get disrupted. There's a small chance that it gets disrupted, or it might take some losses, depending on the level of the minefield. But yeah, generally speaking, it's... So if that's going to be their operating trail, then that's where we should be putting a IED. We'll do that next turn. Or not next turn, but we have to run away first. Yeah, typically the engineers are... Usually I run 4th with a Jeep and machine gun as a recon unit, and then I have the engineers following up after. The problem is they don't clear IEDs. So yeah, we've gonna start building up there. That's good. These guys are heading back up to the base. We can load these guys. And here we're just gonna start building more trenches, or not trenches, sorry, improve positions. Then that dozer will go there next turn. These guys are still building. We have our truck park. And what's in here? Machine gun. And our infantry. So I'll have one company protecting this side, one company protecting this side, and then another one in the town up here protecting the bridge crossing. So that way these crossings are covered in case the VC come, and our southern area. But we do have an ARVN unit down here, but still, we don't know how well the ARVN troops are going to be in this particular scenario, so safety first. Our tactical team will come back down, and this is the headquarters for the helicopters. Not enough action points to unload. What do we have? We have 6, 4. Oh yeah, we have another gunship somewhere else. Yeah, okay. Actually, let's just get this guy walking up to this airfield too, or the landing zone. These infantry are just going to walk back. These guys are going to fly back. Let's grab that other helicopter. So both of these infantry platoons are going to hop a ride, catch a ride. Perfect. That's that. Let's go up here. So all these helicopters have now refueled. Let's get them into the sky. These guys can unload. I don't have enough action points to move though, but we can drop in our Chinook and unload. Yes. And take off. Okay. So we now have a battery here, which is fantastic. But, you know what? That's sitting out in the open. That's kind of scary. Not much else we can do though, because we don't have a landing zone anywhere else. So that's where we have to defend. These helicopters. We're gonna. No, we don't have enough. You know what we can do though? Let's just land there, refuel. So they're on the ground. They only have 3 turns left, which is not enough to go back or down to this guy and take him. So we're going to improvise. We can double time this guy down the trail. And I'm going to go to this landing zone over here, actually. Stay away from that point, but at least let's go to that landing zone and get a quick ride out of there. That's a good idea. If we get blown up, they clear them. That's true. Actually, yeah, that is true. You're right. Oh, we need to land these helicopters. Oh, I forgot about them. Okay, they're on the ground with 0 left. They almost crashed on that bunker. That's not good. We also need to move this. Oh, wait. So this is the machine gun that accompanies the artillery piece. So we need to make sure that is tagged along. Otherwise, we'll get dinged for not having the right. I'm thinking about my helicopter management. Sorry. So I'm going to bring another helicopter down, and we're going to send it here. Our slicks. And why are we doing that? So we're going to have this helicopter pick up that platoon, and then once this one here is refueled, we're going to send it down to this landing zone. So that'll bring up infantry really, really quickly. And we can't land yet, so next turn we'll be able to land and pick it up. Dozers are digging in. Alright. We have this company here that's slowly getting closer. Let's see. Yeah, so that's that company that's coming. We do have the other platoon in a jeep here. Let's just get them up there as quickly as possible. Wow, those jeeps, they move quite a ways. So there, we just have to remember that those jeeps are there. These guys can start digging in. Same with these guys. Oops. Let's move our vehicles into the park. And our vehicles into the park. These guys built an improved position already, so let's have them upgrade to a trench. And then we'll just continue building trenches at those locations. Oh, that National Police hasn't built an improved position yet. What the heck? They're still trying. So they've been trying for how many turns now? 20? Let's go to the road clearing situation, see how that's going. Okay, so they did what they need to do. Let's move these guys through. So I'm doing these one at a time because they're 4 strength points and I don't want to overstack. Because I want to be able to move as far as I can along the road. These are bridge engineers. We don't really care about those right now. And they can't really do anything except for clear or build a bridge. Supplies with the brigade task force. They can't do anything else but this guy. Let's load him up. And we have to come back here because there's a roadblock still. Can we unload? Ah, not enough to unload. Next turn. So, just minefield, roadblock, minefield, and then that is cleared for the day, which is what we want. That's fixed. That's fixed. Okay, let's go down to 228. I think we've done everything that we want to do this turn here. Yes. Let's just check this airfield. That's okay. And all the way down, Let's build our trench. Let's build an improved position. And end the turn. Let's see. Oh no! I didn't. Wait. We didn't move. This guy. So we know that they're there. I'm just going to pull into the trees. I still see. They probably didn't see that. We're going to see if they move out of the way. And if they move out of the way, so we can see up to there. If they move out of the way, we're going to come back down. And if they're using this trail for movement, let's set IEDs all along this trail. That's a good position there because that intersects two trails. But there's another one here, so we're really gonna aim for that. Probably that too, because if they're going along this trail, we want to take them out. So now we can end the turn. Let's see if we can see what they're doing. I need more engineers to clean this up. I think once this is position, or once there's an improved position built there, I'm going to build an improved position maybe in one of these villages, or in that village there, or maybe here, because that has a good overview of this whole entire valley, and then build some improved positions there. Oh yeah, they moved. So if they continue moving, we should be able to move down this trail without being spotted. Okay, now it's back to our turn. 2 airstrikes remaining, 3 headquarters unable to provide supply, 2 units low on ammo, and we built a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, let's go to Cambodia. For operating with an LRRP unit in Cambodia for 40 turns, we've gained 250 points, although we haven't been here for 40 turns yet, so that's not right. Let me just write that down, because that's an error. Let's see what that is all about. So we're going to set an IED here next turn. That's a good position, I think. Alright, back to the base. We're going to just slowly walk over there. I don't know what's there. I'm kind of nervous. Let's fly in a loach. Maybe not that one. Let's try this one. All right. There's frickin' machine guns around there. That's right. Haha. Yeah, I have to fix the sound file. I don't know why I didn't touch that part, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, we have a Huey here. Let's take off. Go up into the high flight zone. Now we're not going to go across that because we know there's a whole bunch of anti-aircraft machine guns in there, so we're going to fly down this trail. Fly down this way and head over here. So this platoon is going to be operating outside of our area of operations, which is that boundary. But if I can go into the landing zone, I can use that. I just can't take that point. Otherwise, I'll be dinged 1,000 points. Don't want that. And you know what? I think we will probably send this one to that same landing zone, just because it's such a long walk to get out of there. And this has secured everything, so we can send him back to the landing zone as well. This guy can land, pick up our infantry, and take off. So we're shuffling troops. Not very exciting. Sorry about that. He did cross. We can double time him now. Go as far as we can. And let's bring our other gunships over here. Okay, now we know that it's there, so let's just see if we can get some fire. There it is. So that's a recon unit. We don't have enough action points to shoot, so we're going to save our shots for next turn. We know that it's there, so we're going to just use our... What are we going to use? Do we have any batteries over here? We do have a battery over here. Doesn't have enough range. Oh, it's exceeded by 1x. Haha! Of course it is. Damn Arvin guns. What about our battery over here? Oh, that can do it. So we're going to lay some artillery, and then we're going to strafe it with some rockets before we have our infantry do an assault. That's the plan. We have 2 platoons of infantry. That should be enough to take on the recon unit, especially with all these heavy assets around. But we shall see in the coming turns. The other thing that we're going to have to worry about is this in here. There's a big whack load of VC in this sector here, so we're going to have to come in after we've secured everything and everything is happy to deal with that. I'm not looking forward to that. I really am not. We have our Chinook. Let's send them back to here to refuel, which I can't land. We do have some additional gunships, though. Let's get them up in the sky over here, then. That's our priority target. Okay. And let's get our infantry onto the airfield so they can be transported. And our jeeps, where are our jeeps? There they are. So that company is pretty much ready to be taken. So we'll just bring a couple of, we'll send them all over at the same time. Okay, they're dug in. Let's move up here. These mortars, let's bring down here. So we'll set a machine gun here, mortars here. And I guess that's all. What's this? Aha, that's our machine gun for the battery. Oh no, oh no, that's the wrong way. Okay, so he doesn't have enough to land, I don't think. Oh, maybe he does. Yeah, there we go. So we have another helicopter. Let's take off with him. And let's send him this way. Which one do you think is going to get to their landing zone first? Do you think this is going to get to here first? Or do you think this is going to get to here first? What do you think? South or east? Because that's where he's going to go. That's where we're going to send that helicopter. Well, for now we can put it here. Yeah, so that's kind of in the middle, and then we can decide next turn. I think it's... let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns-ish. 1, 2, 3. We cross. Yeah, they're both about 5 turns away. So so we'll have to see which one gets there first. First 16th, they're all heading back to the base. We can double time this guy. Compared to Mekong, I'm actually surprised to see that we have full strength platoons left still. Not that I'm bitter about that or anything. Alright, let's drop our helicopters down, get them ready. So next turn they'll be able to take off. And then down at the airfield down here. Did he build an improved position? No, he didn't. So let's move this one here. Do you think it is wiser to bring this platoon up here, or should we leave it as a picket point to see if we get attacked? What do you think? Move it up to this village so that the whole company is together, protecting that battery, or do we leave it down here and have it build an improved position? That's a decision for you guys. What do you think? What do you think? Leave it or move it? That's the choice. Leave it. One, leave it. Place IED as a warning. Move the platoon. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Yeah. Good idea. Are we on board with that? Is that a good idea? What do you think? I think that is a good idea. Okay, well, we can't make any decisions now anyways. Go with Stipe. Okay, let's do that then. So next turn we're going to set an IED there. Can't take that yet. Let's move these helicopters out of the way. They're building trenches here. And then after they're done here, we're going to move along this path to start building up some defenses there because I don't want to get surprised again. That kind of sucked. Oh, we do have a bunch of mortars though. Let's see if we can get lucky and hit something over there. Down here, look at that. These dozers, they just rocked another freaking trench. Okay, let's see if the construction platoon can do the same. How's our building here progressing? It's not. It's not. Let's get them up here to help. Let's move these trucks out of the way. They're still digging in. The dozers can come up, and next turn they can start building that trench. This is infantry. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of infantry. Since these guys, let's move this whole entire company up top. And we'll start building some improved positions up here. And I think that belongs with them. Let's see, where are we going to put our position? This here has the highest TEM, 0.065, 0.065. Oh, I guess they're all 0.065, so that's okay. It doesn't matter where. But we're going to build an improved position there. And then build one here. Hey, Big Ivan, good to see you. Glad you made it. That's awesome. I have someone to blame for my mistakes now. All right. Okay, that's done. That's done. We've done everything, so let's end the turn. Let's see what happens. Let's just zoom in. I like watching the replay in 3D. Let's pan over to here, just in case we see something. Lots of movement. Lots and lots of movement. So there was a question on the forum. During Boot Camp 2, someone was having an issue trying to lay IEDs. A couple of reminders. One, you can't use an engineer to lay IEDs. They're mostly designed for removing items, so they can't actually set them. And you need to have... Oh, I got more ammo. That's awesome. You need to not be in low ammo status in order for you to be able to lay an IED. 2 airstrikes remaining. 1 headquarter unable to provide supply. 1 unit low on ammo. 2 aircraft low on fuel. And we did build an improved position. What the heck? Oh, wow. They missed totally. I thought we were being shot at for a second, but no, I just realized my 105s are useless. Same with the mortars. Look at that drift. Mind you, no one can see it, so yeah. Mind you, most of them are hitting the right spot, so that's good. Okay, so we secured our point back. Let's move these helicopters back over here. These built a trench already, man. What do we have here? Ah, the machine guns. Let's unload them. Actually, these are the 2 strength helicopter Chinook, or not Chinooks, Slicks that we're going to transport our team here. So we're just going to get him down here, and we're going to leave that helicopter there to fly into Cambodia. I think I'm going to leave this platoon here. No. Let's go here, and we're going to set an IED right there next turn, because that's an entry point from Cambodia into Vietnam, and that's a trail. So let's set an IED there. That'd be a good idea. Speaking of IEDs, let's go over to our guy here, our LRRP team, and we're going to set another one, we hope. Yes. All right. They're very efficient at doing that. That's good. I see. Let's take a look, 2D. So there's 2 more trailheads here that have an intersection. So we should do that as well. I don't know where those guys are going. That trail doesn't go anywhere. Huh, interesting. What do you think? Should we continue just laying IEDs along this trail? Or maybe should we try and go into this area here? Because that looks like it's another major trail here. That's a major trail that goes through. So let's actually do that. Let's move to this location, set an IED, set an IED, and set an IED. What do you think? That covers 2 main trails going, from north to south anyways. Good. Let's do that. All right. Speaking of mines, before I forget, let's go down to that secondary field and let's do the same thing. So we were going to build an improved position here, and here we're going to set some IEDs, which they did not. That hurts my feeling. These guys are not as efficient, apparently. That's fine. Here we can load. Here we can load. And we can get these guys back to the airfield. Can these guys move? No, not really. Our vehicle park. Let's take a look at what the damage is here. So, still not very effective. We can start building this trench, though. These machine guns are not very good at building stuff, apparently. Our vehicle park has a lot of vehicles. They have discovered the local fauna, which has reduced their motivation to build trenches. Touché. Touché. Okay, so we have our spare supply trucks that are Arvin that are going to help build us another airfield. We have these guys. Let's get them building a trench. We have this rest of the company. So this is basically one of our mobile companies. So in the future, we'll have trucks nearby. Actually, do we have another? We do, right there. Let's see. So I like keeping my trucks together in the same formation, so that way when I'm moving a truck, I know that it's all together as one. It makes it easier to find. So, like for example, I'll swap out this Jeep for this armed truck. That'll have this company being a mobile company for being on the ground. I can transport it very quickly with trucks. Okay, that's done. Let's go up here, unload our engineer, start clearing that. That'll take 2 turns. And our convoy can continue heading towards Loch Ninh. So the reason why day 1 is slow, relatively slow, is because I'm trying to get you used to your units, for one, to see what you have, to see how you're supposed to be using them, or ideally supposed to be using them. And, you know, you don't have to do what I'm doing and build up this base, so you could quickly do this area, or do this entire thing, just by... The main idea is to get you used to having the units, getting used to you using your helicopters for operations, splitting up your forces to realize that, hey, you don't have everything. You will get more stuff as the day goes on, but it will be very challenging as we progress. Oh yeah, we have another Gucci little opportunity over here. Let's go kill some stuff. Ah, that drives me crazy. That doesn't work. I miss my helicopter sounds. Okay, so let's draw some fire again. Actually, let's not use that helicopter because that's our company command helicopter. Our troop lead. Oh, we don't see him now. Recon? Oh no. He's not there. Oh no, there he is. Ah, run away. Oh no. No! Can I run away again? Yes. Whew. Okay. Let's fire. Can I fire? Nice. In this weekend scenario, is there any requirement for the U.S. to exit units off the map. No, this particular scenario is all about bringing on units. You're going to be having every day. You're pretty much beginning a brand new battalion to operate with. So by day 7, you're operating with 9 different battalions plus supporting weapons. So you're going to be moving a lot of stuff. That's going here. Can we unload there? Let's see. Drop down. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. What do we have? So he moved. We have a helicopter here. That's deciding where it's going to go. We have these units here. These guys can double time. How far can they go? Here. Nice. And these guys can also double time. How far can they go? Not very far. It's that elevation that kills them. That's too bad. Here we are going to drop down. And I think we're good up here. Yes. Let's load up them. Actually, we can use this. Do I want to? No, I have to send my Chinook south. So we're not going to load that. Alright. Let's end the turn, see what happens. Oh, so much movement. What's that? Oh, man. That means they should hit that IED next turn. Oof. That's a really highly active zone. For clearing and maintaining area, Alaska for 4 turns, the U.S. side gains 2,000 points. Yay! 3 airstrikes remaining. 3 headquarters unavailable supply. 2 units low on ammo. 1 Chinook needs to free fuel. Oh, did I forget about that? And we built a whole bunch of stuff. Let's go find that Chinook. Yeah, I totally forgot about the Chinook. Okay, so it's landed. Actually, let's bring that dozer towards that Chinook. And let this guy do the dirty work. Okay, let's go up and see. So we actually saw NVA troops there. Huh. What do we do? Well, it would be interesting to see how often you could lay IEDs on a trail before the AI starts hunting you. Yeah, that's not how that is coded, but yeah, that makes sense. Let's go down here. And we'll set an IED there. We'll just continue with our plan. We know there's VCs coming up behind, or NBA coming up behind us. So we'll just have to be very careful. We'll know if they hit that, I think. I'm curious. Here we're going to set another IED. Or try to. We did. We got lucky. We set one there. And here we are just going to set up a defense. Oh, I can't move there because there's not enough action points. We need to move these helicopters into the sky for a second. And now I can land. Here we go. Our other LRRP team, it's almost there. And then we're going to send him into, but we're going to send him into a different location. There's no sense operating with all of our troops at the same location, I don't think. This freaking thing up here. So let's loach. Oh no, too low, too low, too low. Okay, so he fired. We see him now. He fired twice, but he still has one shot left because he's a recon unit. So let's move our gunships in. Now I'm firing from Nap of the Earth. I'm going to try, since I'm looking uphill, I should be able to see, which I can. Oh, that's a good one. That was a good shot. Let's take our gunship, go this way. Will that still work if I'm shooting uphill? No, because the trees are blocking it. So I have to go up and pull my helicopter out of there for safety purposes and fire. Let's move our other gunship over. So all these are hogs. My best firing is from 2 hexes away. And I can move in. Oh, there's our roadblock there. Really? Let's take that point anyways. Okay, so we made some progress. We kicked him out. He's probably taking some losses. We just don't know how many. Let's double time that guy. How far can he move? All the way up there. Perfect. These guys can load up and head north. But not through that, so let's go over here. This guy can climb up the hill. And we can double time onto the trail. But we just have to be careful not to take that point. Let's send this helicopter down here. Yes, I am using the normal graphics for the 3D, but I'm using the 2D blue water mod for the rivers in 2D. Hence they look blue. Otherwise they'd be more brown. It's just easier to see with the blue. We have a loach. We have some helicopters. You're welcome, Compass Rose, no problem. He's still clearing. He's got a block left. Just getting these units up to locking in. Oh no. Frickin' misclick. oh, we built a trench. That's good. They're still trying to build something. What's this? Our vehicle park. Our reconnaissance unit. We can get him up here. Start getting ready to build. Our recordless rifles, we can put them with the same unit. So all these units are going to be sticking around the base. Engineer. Supplies. These Hueys can take off. We're going to fly them all the way over towards our Firebase. I still have to clear this road. I haven't done that yet. So actually, let's send them over here. Drop off an infantry to go take that point. Can I drop down? No, I don't have enough action points. And our Chinook we can take off. And we can start sending that south to go towards our other battery that we need to take. Okay, let's go down to Unlock. Check things out. Just like that, they built the trench. That's amazing. Still no joy. There's our task force headquarters. We'll leave that there. These guys can land at the base, get refueled. Drop down, unload. Same with these guys. Drop down, unload. So all of our transport helicopters will be refueling. We have some gunships. We have our headquarters for fixing any gunships that get broken. These are just snakes though, which is kind of unfortunate, but they're good for units in the field. Here they're digging in. Here these guys will also dig in. So we're going to have one company in the north, one company over here in the west, and then one company on the south. The heavy weapons will mostly stay on these hilltops, but we still have this down here to worry about. So let's try one more time to set an ID. Ah, we did. Excellent. So we set it. Now we'll move. Oh, look at that. And they built an improved position. So we'll build improved positions here, and we'll bring that platoon up here to help defend that until the Chinook comes. Perfect. Down here we moved our dozers, yes. And I think that's it. Let's end the turn. We're coming up to turn 30 of day 1, which means there's 10 turns of daylight left. So much movement. Holy. lots of movement. What the heck's going on? Oh no! Ah! What the heck? We just ran into a VC company with RPGs. Oh, shoot. Well then, that's not good. A visual reminder of the task force, or the 2nd 28th Infantry Logger location for the day. So yeah, we have the task force at the Firebase, and we have the main headquarters with supporting units at Locked In. Everyone's going to be at An Lock. During the course of the day, you may forget about helicopters, and it will force itself to the ground with 0 moves. You can attempt to recover it by moving a supply truck or a headquarters in the same hex. That's a good reminder, because yeah, I have done that already. Not in this game, but in previous games. 3 airstrikes remaining, 1 headquarters unable to provide supply, 4 units low on ammo, and 2 improved position. Oh, that National Police finally did something. And an infantry platoon. 30. Turn 30, and we just ran into a bad day. So let's get the heck out of there. Let's have our position here. We are going to assume that they're going to come up into here. And let's call in an airstrike. Since it's in the open, we're just going to call some rockets, and we're going to use an A4 because it will be able to come. It does multi-strike, so we can have it come back. What do you think? Here? That's a good spot. Should we? Let's not continue digging in. But now we know what's going on. There's a freaking attack. Who does that? Who attacks in the late night? Jeez, it's dinner time. We need our gunships. Our teams. Do I only have the 2 teams up here? Really? I thought I had 3. Again, the sound is all buggered. Darn it. So, to fix that, I'm just going to put the gunships on the top of the stack. So then I will be able to hear my helicopters move. Because that's way better. Okay, let's move our loaches in the front. We just want to keep an eye out on where these VC are going. Then we'll bring in our snakes after next turn. That's a nice little setup right there. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. We don't want to get assaulted because that is a bad day. And here, let's move there. We're going to build an improved position there and there. That covers the road and covers that bridge. These guys have done some good stuff. That's great. That headquarters is fine there. Let's see if we can continue building some stuff because it's taking longer than I thought. They're still digging. They did something. Yay! These guys are part of the company that's over here. So let's just double check. Yeah, they are. Let's double time them. Get their pursuit down as quickly as possible. So actually, let's take a look. Is there any landing zones down here? No, it's just there. So I was thinking maybe we could have a landing zone a little bit closer using our Arvin supply trucks, but No. For refueling, that's not a good thing. We need to leave that open. Let's see. Let's just move down here. And these Jeeps, we are moving back into our pool. And these trucks, we're moving up here. So we have these 3 trucks, or three units of trucks. They will be available since they're all the same unit. They'll be available for this company. And since there's 3 units there, we are good to go. Actually, we can also load up these mortars and bring them over there so that they're all operating together. Let's do that. So we're going to bring those motors up to that company so we know where that company is. These mortars go here, and we'll move that truck with those. So that way they're all operating together. And then our last company is, down south. So we don't have to worry about that. All right, let's do this. Let's lay an IED here. Did it not work? Oh, he's low on ammo. I can't do it. Darn it. Do I risk leaving him on the trail, or do I wait? What do you know? What do you think? Stipe, what do you think? He's low on ammo, so he doesn't have enough. He can't lay the IED right now, but he has to wait. He has to wait to get the ammo. So do I leave him on the trail? Run into the jungle. All right, let's go there. That'll keep an eye on the trail, and this is a good location because this has multiple trails there, so we'll just leave him there. Okay, let's do that. Up here, that's done. We have an IED on that trail. We can bring that bit, at least we'll be able to hear if that goes off. We have loaches here. We have helicopters. Let's get our special forces team down to that helicopter. Let's take this one all the way down here. Okay, we have helicopters. What's this? Again, we're flying away from this area. We'll drop down, unload. Let him refuel. We have an extra helicopter there. That will go over here. They can land. This guy can double time towards that. How far can he go? And here, he's on the ground waiting. Let's not risk going towards that point. Let's just double time through these woods, and then next time we'll do one click to there. Okay. Aha, this. So, let's see. Is there in a position here? Oh no! Shoot, we got disrupted. On the bright side, we drew two fires. So let's get in there, find them. Oh, you sneaky bugger. There it is. Okay, now let's use our gunships. Oh. Let's try one more. Can I see from there? No way. No. let's move. So he's still there. We just don't have anything to kill it with yet. Let's hit it with our battery. And that's still too far away. That's our Chinook, and he's heading south to unlock to our problem area here. How far will he get? Oh man, he got almost all the way there. That's impressive. But he can't land. So we need to defend this until that can be... that's the question now. Do we take off with it or do we leave it there to help with the guns? Because that's, that's a battery of 105s, 6 guns. That's pretty effective. Plus we have snakes. We should be able to deal with that. With this company and these helicopters and that battery, we should be okay. Oh yay, they did what they needed to do. That's good. Let's load them up. Move them up to that minefield. Can I airdrop supplies into the LRRP? No, unfortunately I can't. Because the way that the supplies work, they work on a larger scope. I would actually have to think about how to resupply these guys more effectively. You'd almost need a special type of supply that has the same special abilities as this particular unit, mainly in order to be able to land. So you could have a supply dump, but it'd have to be coded specially. So you'd have to have a Special Forces supply dump, basically, where you can land it by helicopter, unload it, but it wouldn't be able to move anywhere. That'd be the only kicker. Or have it moving, but that's tough. If you airdrop supplies, can it attract more enemy activity in the drop area? If yes, you could do that. Well, right now I can't drop any supplies at all because it won't let me land non-Special Forces troops anywhere in Cambodia. So without having me go into the platoon file to fix it or create a brand new unit, I can't do it right now. But that being said, in the future, that is something that I could absolutely do. That's an interesting idea. That's so interesting. I'm gonna write it down. Supply unit to operate in Cambodia. That's the thing. If it doesn't, if I don't get resupplied in the next couple of turns, I'm gonna go back in and get him, just so he can be more effective. Because right now, that having him just sitting there is good for eyes, but not good for anything else. Yeah. So let's give it a couple of turns just to see if it does, because we do have really high ammo levels, so there is the possibility of him being resupplied, just very painfully slowly. That's good. Yeah, these guys are going to land here. We're going to go take that point. That's going to take that point, and then that should clear out all of the points that we need for Area Louisiana. And we should collect our last 2,000 points. Now it's just a matter of dealing with the the Vietnamese incursion down in the south, as well as making sure all my units get to their lagering locations. Let's end the turn, see what happens. Yeah, so if we look here, I'll show you something. On my turn, I'll show you something. Don't take losses. Yeah, we got lucky and destroyed that, but no. Come on, hit that IED. It's sitting right there. Well, they walked into it. Just didn't. Oh, it did. Yeah! Woohoo! We don't know if it caused any casualties, but... So we really, 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 really want our airstrike to be coming in next turn. Didn't look like they took any casualties from that IED, though, because they're full strength. 6, 2, 6. Okay, here's where things get interesting. 2 airstrikes remaining. 1 unit has recovered. 2 headquarters unable to provide supply. 4 units low on ammo, and we have built an improved position. Airstrike coming in. Disrupted it. That's it. Just a disruption. Oh, that artillery strike was very effective. Look at that. 2, 1, 1. Nice. Don't drift. Okay, so that's our... So we know where everything is. Let's just fly in there. Hit that first. Let's send it in again. One more time. Now let's try and assault it, see what happens. Oh man, we took casualties. Frickin' recon teams, they're brutal. Man, didn't see that coming. Thought for sure we would have overran that. Okay, what was I going to show you? Yeah, this is what I'm going to show you. So we do have supply caches that are in the trucks right now, and I can load those up into a helicopter and fly it around and put it where I need to. And because these are brigade supply, they'd be effective for all of our units. Right now, because they're set up close to my brigade headquarters, I actually get bonus supplies for doing that, for not having these particular caches spread out everywhere. So, you know, one could, if they wanted to, send one of these caches out to the middle of nowhere at an airfield and use that as a base. Or you could go drop it off near the border of Cambodia to hopefully resupply our unit out there, but I don't know how that's going to work. Basically, it depends on where you're putting your supply. I mean, you could have it so it's scripted that way, yeah. But the way that I'm doing the organized, yeah, let's see. So our unit is, which brigade is it? It's this one. So here you have a logistics company, and these units are somewhere. One of these units. Is it the brigade? Yeah. So technically, any unit that's part of this brigade should be able to be supplied within that, the way that I have it scripted. So any unit in here will be able to be supplied. So these LRRP teams are part of that brigade, right? So yeah, it can be scripted so that in the same hex. Yeah, you could do that. I haven't done that. I've made it more that you have to have your own battalion. For example, battalion logistical company is going to be supplying your battalion because that's the nature of how the supplies work. I can't drop it. I can't have both of those in the same. So I can't have a helicopter having two things in it, for one thing. But what I can do is I can have a supply unit at this landing zone, at this Firebase, for example, and then fly the LRP into it based on the current way. The other thing I could do is just create a brand new supply unit that would allow me to drop it off somewhere in Cambodia to act as the regional supply, like do a one strength point supply cache, for example, but it would have the same commando abilities, so I could land that in here somewhere. So I'd have to pick a landing zone and say, okay, this is where my supply cache is going. It's going to stay there, it's not going to move. Or if it does move, it's going to cost like 100 action points to move or something like that. It's very slow. But this still has not recovered, so yeah, I have to decide. Am I going to keep that in there? Or am I going to just... like, where is the closest supply? The closest supply, I believe, is the task force headquarters, which is somewhere around here. It's here. So let's unload that. And let's see what the supply range is. So if we have that supply range up, and we go over to the LRRP, it has a 15% chance of being resupplied, basically. Which is not terrible, but it's not awesome by any means. Obviously, the closer we are to our brigade supply point, the more likely we are going to supply it. But it's still in supply, but it's just a really weak supply. Good thing our ammo level is really high, because that's what it checks against, right? So having this ammo level super high will help this be more effective. Would it be more effective to have a supply cache here? Yeah, totally, of course. But right now I can't do that. That's not possible. But I did make a note that I could add that, and we can include that in the 1.30 update. So that you can have a special forces supply unit operating with your special forces units. And actually that's a good idea. That's a great idea. That is true. They only had a finite amount of stuff, right? And he's still doing a job. He's still doing what he needs to do. He's doing recon. That's precisely what he's doing. But he does have a finite amount of stuff, so we'll just see how long it takes him to recover. And then once he's recovered, we can start laying some more IEDs along these trails, at these intersections at least. I'm kind of nervous that I didn't see those that that NVA company that was coming down this way. So maybe it went this way. I don't know. Anyways, we're here, keeping an eye out. No, Compass Rose is asking, could the LRRP locate an empty enemy training camp or weekly guarded enemy supply hex and resupply that way? No, unfortunately, no. While I can change this number, the ammo level numbers, when you capture supplies or if you lose supplies, then these numbers will be impacted. I can't do it on a local level. I can't do it for a very specific unit. I mean, I guess I could script it that way. So if you destroy a supply, yeah, I guess if you destroy a VC or NVA supply unit, that particular unit itself, if it has a specific flag on, like the low ammo flag, it is removed. Maybe that's a possibility. I don't know. Low ammo. I'm just gonna write that down again so I can see if it is possible. I don't know if it is possible because that's a core engine thing. You figure they have to live off the land. Yeah, for sure. Low ammo. Destroy. Cache. Okay, so I took some notes. We'll see if that's possible to code. That'd be cool if it was. Yeah, the engine allocates supply at the beginning of the turn based on distances, you know, as I showed with this, right? So that headquarters is showing the display. This is a brigade task force headquarters, which is basically just a brigade headquarters but one strength point. And you can see this is the 50% mark of where whatever your ammo levels, anything within there has at least a 50% chance at this raid to be resupplied. If it's closer, like if you're 1 hex away, if you're in the same hex, it's 100% chance. If you're, you know, what is that, 8 hexes or 6 hexes away, you have a 72% chance. And this range will vary depending on the headquarter types. Thanks for tuning in, John. Good to see you. So here we have a supply headquarters, a task force headquarters, but it's for the battalion. Where is it? So anything that's highlighted is going to be affected. And you'll notice that this LRRP up in the corner here is not highlighted. So even though I'll have a task range or supply range, which is better, that LRRP is not subordinate to this task force, so it doesn't work with that supply. It's just the units that are highlighted that are going to be resupplied by this task force headquarters, unfortunately. And that is basically the infantry company. So there's another LRP team here that is coming in, but again, it's not highlighted, so therefore any supply, it doesn't matter at all. Those are getting the supplies strictly from the 3rd Brigade headquarters or the task force headquarters of that brigade. Another complicated thing. But, you know, at that same time, I could add an LRRP cache, for example, that can be transported by helicopter that you can put into the field. But that's an additional thing where it needs new units, new coding in order to work as we're hoping. But possible. Totally possible. Again, we'll see. There is a slight chance this will get resupplied, so let's just see what happens. If the LRRP unit had a command unit attached to it, would that help? Well, yeah, and it does have a command unit attached to it. It has the 3rd Brigade headquarters attached to it. The problem is you can't have the 3rd Brigade headquarters out in the field with the LRRPs, right? I mean, you could, but that wouldn't be good for the rest of your scenario. Because everyone's counting on that. Alright. So we're going to try and draw some fire. Nothing happened, so let's drop in. So we're just attacking. Let's pull these helicopters back. Let's drop down. Oh no! Frickin'. Scary. Okay, let's pull these helicopters back again. Now they're hiding on the other side of the orchard, so they should be safe. Let's do what we did before. Let's plot the artillery there. These Chinooks, we're going to leave them close, but we're not going to come down to grab that battery yet. And we're going to leave these guys with full op fire, I think. Let's stop digging in. Hopefully they try and go to that hex. Actually, what do you think? Should I leave this guy here with a line of sight, or should I put him up with a battery in case these guys decide to go and try and flank me? What do you think? Oh shit, we're already 2 hours. Wow, that's crazy. What do you think? Leave it there or defend here? Protect your battery. Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Good idea. Let's move these helicopters closer. Let's move these helicopters closer. I'm gonna move these though. They're in the low flight zone. Let's put them up in the low flight zone too. So we can see. There, that's that attack. Okay, so let's save. And we're gonna call it good there. That's a couple hours. We did a lot. We're almost done the day here. We've secured all the objectives that we need to secure, which is great. The only thing we have to do now is making sure that we destroy this recon team up here for one thing. We get some supplies up to our LRRP team, and we continue building our bases. So the rest of the scenario for the first day is going to be dealing with this counterattack, or dealing with this attack on this airfield, and making sure that all of our units are in the logering positions so we can get the bonuses for that as well. No worries, Stipe. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and thank you, Rylanor. That's awesome. I'm glad you showed up. I hope you're enjoying things. Hope you have a good rest of the weekend. It's a long weekend here in Canada, so I have tomorrow off. I will be spending my time doing coding, though, because I'm a sucker for punishment. Yay! Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below if you're watching this on YouTube, or you can go over to matrixgames.com and ask in our forum there. We do have Patreon if you want to sign up. We also have some new merch. You can go check that out at matrixgames.com. Or you can check out... Oh, I will be posting this file on our Discord channel if you're not a member. I will be doing that every time I run this particular scenario, so that way you can play along, or you can just see where my units are for more information. They will all be there, so yeah, feel free to check it out. Alright, until then. Until Wednesday. Wednesday at 6 p.m. is the next session. Wishing you a good week. Take care. Smile always. And we'll talk to you soon.